It's 3:33 on Sunday, so you know what that means. It's time for a little Sunday service. It's time for a little soul food. It's time for a little spiritual tea, spilling of the spiritual tea with LadySpeech. That's right. It's 3:33 and it's time for some Sunday service. Soul food, spiritual tea with LadySpeech. That's right. Welcome, 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 welcome. I just want to say this. Actually, I want to say a lot of things. We're going to start off and say this. If you are catching this reading live, you are right on time. If you see this reading from the beginning, you are right on time. If you see this reading in the middle to the end, you are right on time. If you catch this reading at the end, you are right on time. If you are watching this after it's been recorded, you are right on time. Whenever you see this, you are right on time. Hello, 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 hello. I see my OGs in the house. I see my early risers in the house. If you were here from the beginning, go ahead and put a sunshine in the comments. If you are an OG here, which means you've seen more than 3 videos, baby, go ahead and put a butterfly or a mermaid in the comments, baby. If this is new to you, if you are new here, if you are virginal to this space, baby, go ahead and put a caterpillar. And I would say you're a virgin if you've only seen 1 or 2 videos or this is your first one. Put a caterpillar in the comments. Hello, you beautiful people. It is so good to see all of you. Happy Sunday. It is time for our Sunday session, so let's get into it. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? For my new people, I'm going to explain how this works. For my old people, you already know how this works, so you just use this time to get comfortable, settle in, do what you need to do. For my new people, you can do that too. Just make sure that you are paying attention, and listening so you aren't surprised with what's going on today. This is a reading. Welcome. This is a divination. Welcome. Spirit has got a word for us today, and I am happy to be your channel. I am happy to be your deacon, your priestess, your priest. I am happy to deliver a message onto you on this fair and wonderful Sunday. Welcome, welcome. So it's a reading, and there are some things that are involved with this reading. Number 1. Hello, Pittsburgh. I see you, baby. I see you. I see some Denver in the house. I see some Colorado in the house. I know some Pittsburgh is in the house. And y'all let me know where you're from in the comments, baby. All right. So when it comes to this reading, the elements that are involved, first and foremost, we've got an affirmation box. This box is filled with song quotes. This box is filled with affirmations and poems and parts of the Bible and parts of the Quran and parts of holy books and texts and all kinds of stuff. So we are going to be pulling randomly from this box. Georgia in the house, Texas in the house, Utah in the house, New York is in the house. Hello, you beautiful people. I love you. New Jersey's in the house. I love you. So this is a box of affirmations, like I said, and we're going to be pulling randomly from this box. I'm going to say an affirmation to fill up my cup and to speak some good things to myself, and then I'm going to invite you to speak the affirmation too, to repeat the affirmation so you can affirm yourself, okay? All right. It's a divination. It's a reading, so I'm going to let you know what tools I have for you today. We're going to be using cards, and the first deck we're going to be using is the Music Oracle deck. We're also going to be using the Goddess Oracle deck. We're going to be using the Message from Our Animal Guides deck, and we're also going to be using the Muse Tarot deck. We have also got Las Vegas in the house. Hey, Las Vegas. So y'all know. Oh, and we're also using the Oracle Poggz divination system. I will list all of these cards and the Oracle Poggz in the description box when I post this video. I will also write down where you can get the Oracle Poggz if you want to purchase your own. That is moonpumpkin.com. So if y'all are 80s babies, 90s kids, you might remember a milk bottle cap game called Poggz, and it was very fun. It was just very fun. It was cute. Well, the homegirl, the good friend of mine, she turned this into a divination system. So we use Poggz, same concept, but it's a divination system. And you can get these. You can copy your own set at moonpumpkin.com. Again, that's going to be listed in the comments, okay? Now, y'all know that I am always surrounded by at least 10,000 ancestors, all of the Lawa, and every single one of my Orisha. However, when I bring you these readings, readings, when I bring you these readings, when I bring you these readings, I also bring my rock friends. So let me introduce you to the rock friends we've got today. We've got a heart rose quartz. This is my heart-shaped rose quartz given to me by a beautiful friend, bringing in that good love quartz energy, that heart energy. We've got some labradorite. This is a no-joke stone. I love it dearly, but only get labradorite if you're prepared to do your work. We also got some black amethyst, not to be confused with regular amethyst, chevron amethyst, and pink amethyst. Yes, there's all kinds of amethyst, baby. This is black amethyst. What makes it black is the presence of hematite within the amethyst. All right, honey bunches of oats. We've also got Clarence. This is Clancy, actually. This is Clancy, my boyfriend, one of my crystal boyfriends. I have many crystal boyfriends. This is one of my crystal boyfriends, Clancy, the obsidian skull, and he's here to protect me because just because people follow you on social media and watch you don't mean everybody loves you. So this is for all you haters in the building. Actually, I don't really have a lot of haters, but every once in a while, somebody don't like me. So if you shoot me negative energy, Clancy's gonna beat you up. Clancy's gonna beat you up in your sleep. Don't come over here messing with me, cause I'm not messing with you. Don't come over here messing with me, cause I'm not messing with you. Woo! That's Clancy. And then we have some smoky quartz for the same reason. Also, I love smoky quartz, so it's in the building. And yeah, and this. Ha ha ha. It's kind of like a natural knife. Hey. But it's not. It's a crystal. Remember, children, any stone is a protective stone if it's heavy enough and if you throw it hard enough or if you put it in a sock and you swing it around. Any stone is a protective stone. Any stone is a protective stone. Okay. This is selenite. Woo, Lord. This is selenite mixed with hematite. So that's the orange, yellow that you see. This is the hematite mixed in with the selenite. Selenite. Ooh, my speech impediment sometimes don't allow me to say some things. All right, y'all, that's the setup. Welcome. This is the part where I invite you to get comfortable, okay? Go get your water, go get your tea, go get whatever you need to drink. I've got my tea right here. Hello, goodbye. I've got some black tea for some energy because I got a lot to do today. I got a lot to do. I did a lot, and I still got a lot to do. So let's just get our tea, get our water, get comfortable. Put me in your earbuds. Go for a drive. You know, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do because we're about to get into it. Let me take one more sip. I like that. I like that. Okie dokie. Well, last but not least, the Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. If you appreciate this content, if I be changing your life with these readings, if you learn a lot from me, go ahead and show some love to that collection plate, if you will. Because it's all about reciprocity and reparations in this piece, okay? It's all about reciprocity and reparations in this piece, okay? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to begin with the Muse Tarot today, and we're starting out strong with the Emperor energy. We're coming in strong with the divine masculine energy. First off, the Muse Tarot. Peep how beautiful the back of that card is. Now, let's get into the beauty of the front of this card. This is number 4 of the major arcana, the Emperor. So this is about leadership, okay? It's time to step in. It's a couple of readings, couple of messages coming to me from the spirits, all right? Number 1. When you encounter divine masculine leadership, trust it. And I mean divine masculine leadership, not toxic masculine leadership, not fragile masculine leadership. It is divine masculine leadership. And I'm here to tell you that it is out there. Divine masculine energy, divine balanced masculine beauty is out there. It is out there with some cisgendered people. It is out there existing in trans people. It is out there existing in non-binary people. It is out there existing in androgynous people. Divine masculine energy is out there, all right? So the 4 of the suit of the major arcana when it comes to the Muse Tarot is all about divine masculine leadership. Now, some of you, this message is trust the divine masculine leadership that is about to come into your life in order to help you. For some of you, you are the divine masculine leadership that you've been waiting for. So it's time to step in, okay? This is a great opportunity to let you guys all know, to remind you that your favorite Auntie Captain Goddess Speech is gender fluid, which means I'm every gender. It's all in me. It really is. So I identify with this card a lot. Not only will I seek the divine masculine energies this week, this month, this next year, I will also be the divine masculine energy as it manifests through me, okay? For some of you, this energy is about stepping into your leadership, stepping into your strength with confidence, okay? It's time. You are the leader that your community is waiting for. You are the leader that your village is waiting for. You are the leader that your ancestors are waiting for. You are the leader that you are waiting for. No one is coming to save us. This is the Emperor card. The Emperor is the end all be all. There is nobody above the Emperor except for God. If there are problems, there's a hierarchy to be followed, but ultimately the Emperor has got to fix everything in the kingdom. This is about providing for yourself, providing for other people. Providing for other people is a big thing about this, okay? Be prepared to not only provide for yourself, but provide for other people. Yes, you are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. You are your sibling's keeper. You are your village's keeper. I am my sister's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. I am my sibling's keeper. I am my village's keeper. My village is our keeper. Siblings are our keeper. Brothers are our keeper. Sisters are our keeper. We must provide for each other. We must provide for each other. So where you are being called to provide, where you are being called to support, where you are being called on to provide divine leadership, it's time to step into that, baby. Where you are being called to trust the divine masculine inner energy and leadership that's coming to you, trust that divine masculine energy that is coming to you, baby. All right, let's move on. We are still inside of the Muse Tarot. We are moving on to the Queen of Inspiration. Look at that. We've got that divine masculine energy, and we've got that divine feminine energy coming through. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us about warmth and confidence. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us about our connection to earth and sky, the balance of that. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us to plug in. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us is that we are plugged in too. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us to get up and out and get something. I said get up, get out and get something. Get up, get out and make something. I said get up, get out and do something. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us that inspiration is all around and also that we must plug into it. Here's an analogy for that ass. You can take your phone and listen to and look at Netflix all day on your phone. You can watch movies all day on Netflix. You can watch Hulu all day on Netflix if your phone is plugged in to a power source. However, you can only watch Netflix on your phone, Hulu on your phone for a couple of hours if you're not plugged into the source. The Queen of Inspiration reminds us to plug in. Plug into your God, plug into the inspiration, plug into Mother Earth, plug into your spiritual team, plug into the inspiration that is all around you. There is inspiration, there is energy available to you everywhere, but you need to open up and be available to it. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? This is also about the Queen of Inspiration, is about the creatrix energy. Create your destiny, baby. We are at a really beautiful time in history. It's an ugly time. It's a time where lots of things are dying and going away. It's also a time where lots of things are being reborn. This is a perfect opportunity for you to rebirth yourself, to write a new story. You do not have to keep functioning in the way that society told you to function. You do not have to keep going in the way that you've been raised to go. You don't have to keep going in the way that you've been walking for the last 10 years, okay? This is a great opportunity for everybody to look at what our life was 2 years ago and say, we're going to make something new. This is a great opportunity to step into some new things. Repeat after me. I am the master of my destiny. Repeat after me. Say it. Say it. I'm going to put this card down. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest and repeat after me. I am master and creator of my destiny. Say it. I am master and creator of my destiny. Say it. I am master and creator of my destiny. Say it. I am master and creator of my destiny. Say it. I am master and creator of my destiny. Queen of Inspiration tells us, create it, baby. Make it, baby. Vision it, honey. Vision it. Become the visionary. Become the visionary. Become the visionary. You are master and creator of your destiny. Well, that's that on that. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa @gmail.com. Shout out to the two of you who put something in my Venmo. I know one of you was Jennifer, and it went quickly, and then someone else put something in that. Thank you. Let's keep going, shall we? This affirmation says, energy spent loving is never a loss. 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 Baby, listen. I have loved some shitty people, and so have you. And the energy that we spent loving these shitty people is not lost. We are not fucked up because we lost these bullshit ass people, or we love these bullshit ass people. We are not. It does not diminish our love. If you love people well, if you love shitty people well, that's not a mark against you. That's a mark against them. Don't stop loving people well just because you got hurt. There are people out here who deserve your love, who are worthy of your love, and who will return your love back 10, 25 times fold. So do your healing work. Energy spent loving is never a loss. Let's do another affirmation, baby. Let's do another affirmation, honey. Let's do another affirmation, baby. Let's do another affirmation, honey. This affirmation says, I trust. Shout out to Kimberly. Thank you for that love in the Venmo. This affirmation says, I trust in the miracle of life. 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 Honey, sometimes there's nothing to do except for just trust God. Trust Creator. Trust the path and purpose that you are on. That's it. That's all. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. 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 Melinda said, do not regret loving someone. Yes. Yes. That was a quote that you just put up, and I thank you for that. Never regret loving someone. Here's the thing. If you have given good love, and I really appreciate that because I'm processing a relationship right now that has not been the best to me. And I'm going to tell you this. I love this person well, deep and well. And this person has not been loving me well for years. And because they have been dealing with a lot, I gave them a lot of passes. But when I had did a request that they love me back, that they give me a little bit, they showed me that they weren't interested in loving me. They showed me that they weren't interested in giving to me. They showed me that they weren't interested in loving me passionately. They weren't interested in healing with me and growing with me. And you know what I did? I walked the hell away. But here's the thing. I don't regret any of the love I gave to them. I loved them well. I loved them good. Okay? And what that shows me, I'm so deep in my healing, it shows me that I'm actually grateful for that experience. I came from a childhood where I was completely abused. I had to learn how to love. I had to learn how to be loved. And the fact that I was able to love this despicable person through all my bullshit, the fact that I was able to give love is a testament to my growth. It's a testament to my healing. And I'm not going to let the fact that they didn't love me the way that I deserve to be loved hinder me from loving other people. And as soon as I dropped them and walked away, what I was able to bask in is the glory and the happiness of the people around me who are loving me thoroughly. Never be afraid to walk away from the table when the love ain't good, honey. Never be afraid to walk away from the table when the love ain't good. And also never regret the love you gave to someone. The love that I gave to that person is elixir. It's healing, and I don't regret giving it. But what I am sad for is them. I'm not missing them. They are missing me. I'm not missing them. They didn't add anything to my life. They didn't add anything to my world. They have never apologized for the things they took from me. I'm not missing them. I'm not missing them. I'm not missing them. And there's no regrets. I loved you well, baby. I loved you well. And I'm going to continue to love everybody who comes into my life fucking well. Okay? Do not let no Rudy Poo motherfucker who you loved, who disrespected your love, don't let them keep you from loving other people. And don't let them keep you from being loved. As soon as I walked away, all of my friends that I had been neglecting because I was chasing after this one person, all of my people that they had already been giving me so much love, but it just opened up my world. Know that. Know that, know that, know that. Okay. And thank you for the super chat. Whoever gave that to me, I appreciate you, baby. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Let me check into these comments and then we're going to get back into these cards. Let me see. Marissa said, feeling this so hard. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Melted said, this is hitting hard. I'm glad, baby. Tia said, yes, my love is unconditional, no regrets. Amen. Let me tell you that I have loved some really fucked up people and I still love them. Does this mean that they get to be in my world? No. Does this mean that they get to have a doorway into hurting me? No. But I'm never going to regret the love that I gave because my love is good. I'm proud of it. I appreciate it. I love it. And I also have boundaries. Okay. Let's keep checking in with these comments. Barbara said, oh my God, message of the day. I'm glad this is hitting, baby. I'm glad this is hitting. Tammy said, yes, this was me. This was for me too, because I always feared loving myself and wasting my time. I'm glad this is for you, baby. And Kisa said, loving people teaches the lessons that we need. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And then Melinda said, I am proud of all the love that I have given right now. I'm focused on loving myself so I can heal. Amen. So that's the thing. For those of us who love hard, never be ashamed of the love that you've given, but also make sure you are loving yourself as hard as you are loving other people. Boom, bam, boom. Let's go. All right, we're going to move on to the goddess, or not the goddess. Yeah, actually, yeah. We are moving on to the goddess oracle deck, okay? Changing woman, baby. Changing woman cycles. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to your former life. Say goodbye to who you used to be. Say goodbye to everything that was. Be ready to die 1,000 more deaths before the end of the year. And that's exactly how it needs to be. Be ready to die 1,000 more deaths. We are dying and being reborn. Okay? Stop. Do not try to actualize any of the life that we had before the pandemic. Do not actualize. Do not try. Do not try. Do not try in any way, shape, or form to try to get any of the life that we used to have before this pandemic. It is a new dawn. In my Nina Simone voice, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. It's a new day. Let me take a drink on this. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. It's a new day. Repeat that. Repeat that while I take a drink. Repeat that while I take a drink. Repeat it. Say it. It's a new dawn. It's a new life. It's a new day. Say it. Because it is. Because it is. Write yourself a eulogy this week. That's what I want you to do. Write yourself a eulogy to all the things that need to go away. Write a eulogy to who you are saying goodbye to. Write a eulogy and say goodbye to that motherfucker. And then after you write a eulogy, I need you to write a welcome home letter to the person who is moving into your body, baby. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. Cycles are changing. Cycles are changing. Cycles are changing. And it's time to say goodbye to some shit So we can say hello to some things. The universe is not a hoarder, baby. The universe is not a hoarder. If you want blessings, say goodbye to some things. If you want good things, say goodbye to some things. There's a handful of things that you're going to keep with you all your life. A handful of things. After that, everything else you're going to get, you're going to leave. You're going to get, you're going to leave. So get used to it. Say goodbye. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. Write your eulogy tonight. Say goodbye. Write your eulogy, then burn it. Write it, then burn it. And like, you're going to do this whenever you feel like it. Write your eulogy tonight. And then sit with that eulogy for 3 days, for 3 weeks, for 3 months, for however long you need to sit on it. And then when the timing is right, on a new moon, on a full moon, on whatever moon, on a waning moon, on a waxing moon, whenever, burn it. Or tear it up and throw it into the ocean. Throw it into the river that takes it into the ocean. Bury it. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. You know why a lot of you won't do this? Because you're scared. Ooh, somebody is afraid. Somebody is afraid. Somebody is afraid. And I'm here to tell you that that's okay. I'm here to tell you that's okay. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be afraid. You gotta do it anyway. Kali Ma is back in the building. And anytime Kali Ma shows up in the building, it means we gotta check ourselves. We have to make sure that fear is not moving us or keeping us from moving us forward. It is time. Kali Ma comes into the reading and we have to have a meeting with our fear. And here's the thing I love about Kali Ma. Kali Ma be like, bring your ass in the room. This is how Kali Ma, when she comes into the room, this is how she comes into the room. She just be sitting there. You were out grocery shopping and then you come into your house and she's just sitting in your living room like, hey bitch, with all her weapons. She be like, and then you walk into your apartment like, oh shit. You walk into your house like, oh my God. And she ready for you. She tells your ass to sit down. She done broke into your apartment. She done broke into your house. She's sitting on your couch. And she makes you sit down in front of her. And she be like, listen here, bitch. You have things to do. You have a destiny to go after. And you being scared. You being scared of success. You being scared of your daddy. You being scared of your mama. You being scared of whatever the fuck you were scared of is hindering you. So what we're about to do is you're going to sit down. And you're going to name all your fears. And I'm going to give you the blueprint to defeat all your fears. I'm also going to give you every weapon you need. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the apartment and I'm going to lock you in the apartment with your fears. And then I'm going to make you beat their ass. And you don't get to get out of the apartment. You don't get to get out of the apartment until you beat your fear's ass. So there are times in life when you're going to need to show courage. There are times in life when you are going to need to show courage. There are times in life, and courage means you are scared as fuck and you do it everywhere. Anyway, there are times in life where you're going to need to show bravery. These times where you got to be brave are far fewer than the times you have to have courage. Bravery means there is no fear. Bravery means you move forward in your task and there is no fear. Courage means you're scared as fuck. Courage means you're scared as fuck. Right now, Spirit is asking most of you to show courage. Right now, Spirit is asking you to show courage and do the things that are scary. Heal where you are scared to heal. Do what you are scared to do. Start the business, go back to school, confront your abuser, whatever it is that Spirit is telling you to do, fucking do it. Because it's the end of an era. 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 So you must show courage. For some of you, you have to be brave. For some of you, you have to look at your fear and say, shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Go sit in the corner and shut up. Shut up. Shut up! Some of you, that's what you have to do, your fear. Some of us have to walk with our fear, and some of us have to look at little fear and be like, you are a little bitch and you are hindering my whole everything. Go sit in the corner while I make my dreams come true. Whatever you are asked to do, do it. Whatever you are being asked to do it. And know that your spirits, your animal guides, your spirits, your ancestors, your guardian angels, your God, your goddess, your whole entire spiritual team, your deities got your back. Your patron saints got your back. But it is time to confront your fears. It's time to confront your fear. It's time to confront your fear. All right, let's move on. We're going to do some affirmations. We're going to do some affirmations. Repeat after me. Yep. Tia Wood said, shut up. You literally gonna have to do that. Do you guys know how many times I've been in my apartment alone, cussing my fears out, like at the top of my voice, like shouting out my fears to sit down and shut the hell up? Do you understand how many times I've had to literally come out of my body to talk to my conditioning and being like, you are not gonna stop this train. Do whatever you have to do. Talk crazy to yourself. Oh, thank you, the J Lady, for the love. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate you. Sometimes you have to talk crazy to yourself. Melinda said, get thee behind me, Satan. Fuck yes. Sometimes you have to talk crazy to yourself. Sometimes you really got to snatch yourself in the mirror and be like, look, we've got dreams, goals, wants, and desires that are not going to be hindered by our fears or insecurities. So you're going to shut the fuck up and you're going to let me be great. You are going to shut the fuck up and let me be great. I have put myself in timeout a lot. Y'all don't know. That's what it means to parent yourself. That's what it means. Sometimes you got to smack the shit out of your own demons. Okay? All right, here's an affirmation. Let's say the affirmation. Repeat after me. Today I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. Today I choose to honor my beauty, my strength, and my uniqueness. All right. This affirmation says, taking responsibility for my business decisions puts me in the driver's seat. Taking responsibility for my business decisions puts me in the driver's seat. Taking responsibility for my business decisions puts me in the driver's seat. Excuse me. Thank you. Taking responsibility for my business decisions puts me in the driver's seat. Yes, yes. All right. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa @gmail.com. Thank you to each and every one of you who've shown your love and appreciation. Let's go. We're going to move on to the Goddess Oracle deck. I want to remind you that all of these decks and everything that I'm using to divine for you today will be in the description box when I post this video. So if you want to get any of these on your own, you can. All right, moving on to the Goddess Oracle deck. Patti Smith coming in hot and controversial. 3 messages. I'm going to break them down and interpret them for you. Number 1, Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not yours. Number 2, learn to make peace with eternal dissatisfaction. Number 3, the most powerful form of rebellion is of the spirit. Okay, so let's break these down piece by piece. The third one first. The most powerful form of rebellion is in the spirit. Adhere to what your spirit needs, wants, desires, okay? Stop running your life based off of your conditioning that you received at the hands of your culture, religion, or society. Be who the fuck you are. The most authentic, genuine, and effective rebellions happen when people aren't following outside, they're following inside, okay? So sometimes following your spirit, following your heart is going to cause rebellion. Do it. Sometimes rebellion is the best and only medicine that we need to advance us forward, okay? Shout out to Melinda for the $2.99 super chat. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. All right, moving on to the second one. Learn to make peace with eternal dissatisfaction. Baby, life. Life. One thing that they don't tell you when you're moving into adulthood is how much disappointment you are going to deal with, how much dissatisfaction you are going to deal with when you deal with other humans, when you deal with other adults, all right? There are going to be a lot of things that you get to resolve in this life. You're going to get closure on a whole lot of things, and you're not going to get closure on a whole lot of things, baby. There are going to be a lot of things in life that are going to cause you great satisfaction, and there's going to be a lot of things that cause you a lot of dissatisfaction. There is going to be a way you can learn to lead your life in a way where you are satisfied for the most part, but understanding that there are going to be moments and times in your life where dissatisfaction just hits you. Get used to it, babe. Get used to it. There will not be a resolution for everything. There will not be closure for everything. Sometimes you're just going to walk away dissatisfied. And that's what it is. Doesn't mean life sucks. It means that moment sucks. Get used to it. The last message is Jesus died for somebody's sin, not yours. I'm going to give you guys a moment to prepare because I've got a doozy of a message for you. So let me sip this. Shout out to AH who just put that little $5.55 in my Cash App. Shout out to you. You ready for this message? Let's get into it. Look. Spirit is telling me right now that there's a lot of you who are going to need to do this next couple weeks to months to years. This is a moment where you're going to need to dig deep into getting the concept of white Jesus out of your eye. A lot of you who are in the occult space, a lot of you who are moving into a different spirituality have been influenced by Christianity or Judaism or Islam. And you need to get on the next level of decolonizing because of this, okay? Understanding the pawn that there is beauty in the Judeo-Christian Islamic triad. Those religious practices and organized religions have brought a lot of beauty to the world. Also, the Judeo-Christian Islamic triad has done a lot to damage the world, and those three organized spaces have also been used in the past and are currently used to push political agendas forward. All of us who are walking a spiritual path and purpose are influenced by at least those three triads, if not other things, whether you grew up in a religious family or not. And those of us who have made our break from that, and even if you were never raised in those spaces, you are still influenced by those spaces unless you grew up in a completely traditional indigenous space. This is a call for us to decolonize around specifically organized religion and the moral standards and the ethical standards that they infused into us with oppression. Check your shit. Decolonize, babe. If you're listening to this reading, obviously you believe in the occult. If you're looking at me right now, if you are for any amount of time, obviously your spirit has drawn you to the spiritual practices. It's going to be really important that as you are advancing yourself in your spiritual growth, that you also decolonize. The effect of Christianity and the way Christianity was used as an integral tool to decolonize and hurt so many of our cultures is paramount. There's a lot of you white people who really have a bigger bone to pick with Christianity than you think. When a lot of you adopted the mantle of whiteness, you had to give up who you were. What do I mean by this? Whiteness doesn't exist. Whitelandia doesn't exist. White people don't exist. However, Celtic, Irish, Dutch, Norwegian, so on and so forth do exist. And those places have a rich cultural, spiritual, earth connection that has been lost in a lot of spaces when you just become white. This card and that first statement is calling all of us to look at the effects of the negative effects of the Judeo-Christian Islamic triad and do some healing around that, okay? Do some healing around that. And I want you to know that all of us have healing to do around that. Even if you weren't raised in that space, all of our ancestry was There's a part of all of our ancestry that was absolutely destroyed and buried up under that. So look at it. Do some healing work around it and decolonize around it. Okay? Okay. Let's move on. We're in the music oracle deck. We left the goddess oracle deck. We're in the music oracle deck. The second card for the music oracle deck is the Bob Marley card. 3 statements, and then I'm gonna read ya. First statement: a small axe can fell the smallest tree. Number 2, the fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. Number 3, everything that is holy is among us on earth. All right, so let's break these down statement by statement. Number 1, a small axe can fell the smallest tree. Y'all need to speak up, speak out, fight back in the biggest ways and in the smallest ways, okay? Fight back. Fight back. Fight for the indigenous people in your community. Stand up for the most marginalized people in your community. Fight back. I don't give a fuck how big or small your fight is. It matters. If you are disabled and the only thing that you can do is sit on the phone and call representatives then fight back that way. If you are able, if you have the privileges and the money to donate to people who are out here doing the work, healing the people, making things change in their community, do it that way. But this is a moment in history where all of us need to stand up. Your silence is violence. If you see people getting fucked up on this planet and you're not doing anything about it, you are part of the problem. Fight back where you are called, and it doesn't matter how big or small that is. Sometimes all you can do is say no, and that no needs to be hard, and it needs to be sure. Whatever you can do to fight for people who are marginalized, then you fight for them. If you are white, it is your duty to use your white privilege to fight for everybody who doesn't have white privilege. If you are able-bodied, then you have the privilege of being able-bodied. It is your duty to fight for people who do not have able-bodied privilege. If you are American, or if you are in a society where you are uplifted and you are native to that society, and people who are not, and aka xenophobia, and people who are not from your society are being fucking traumatized and hit, it is your duty to fight back. If you are male, if you have male privilege, then you must fight back. You must fight for everybody who doesn't have male privilege. You have to fight back. You are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. You are your sibling's keeper. You are your brother's keeper. Your brother is your keeper. Your sibling is your keeper. Your sister is your keeper. Your village is your keeper. We must fight for one another. The governments across the globe have proven they don't give a fuck about the little people. Do you know the survival of the little people, the most marginalized, is always guaranteed by the little people? Fight for your brothers. Fight for your sisters. If you have privilege, use that privilege in defense of another person. Fight for each other. You are your brothers, your sisters, your siblings' keeper. You are your village, you are community's keeper. And your community, your village, your brothers, your sisters, your siblings are yours. Quit acting like we are out here by ourselves. None of you is a fucking island. We will succeed. We will win. We will be extraordinary when we are together and when we fight for one another. When we care for one another, we are better. We fight better and we succeed when we are together. Be together. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. Yes, Messiah. Yes, Milian. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. Never forget. So many of the societies that we are a part of don't mean us good, they mean us harm. Do not dedicate your allegiance to any nation. Dedicate your allegiance to humanity. Dedicate your allegiance to Mother Earth herself, to Mother Earth itself, to the Mother Earth himself. The fruits of Babylon are all fucked up. And this is what this pandemic came to teach us. This pandemic came to tell us that what we were doing is bullshit. And we must change it. Recognize that. And change it on a personal level so that we can affect change on a national and societal level. Everything that is holy is among us here on earth. Never forget that heaven is here too. Heaven and hell is not something outside of us. Heaven and hell is not something that we go to. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Make your heaven here and now. Decide to be happy. Decide to heal. Decide to uplift. Decide to become more. Make your heaven now. And know that hell is also here on earth. Are you contributing to the hell that other people experience? Are you contributing to make this place a hellish place for others? When we don't stand up for one another, we are part of the problem. When we do not speak out, when we are called to speak out, we are part of the problem. When we are given privilege and we don't use that privilege in defense of and upliftment of other people, we are part of the problem. Are you a part of the hell on earth? Or are you a part of the heaven on earth? That's for you. That's for you and Creator to decide. It's for you and Creator to decide. Let's do another affirmation. Let's do another affirmation. Cash App, LadySpeech. Venmo, LadySpeech, Sankofa. PayPal, LadySpeech, Sankofa @gmail.com. Thank you to the Super Chats. Thank you to everybody who's been putting something in the Cash App, putting something in the PayPal, putting something in the Venmo. I appreciate you. All right? All right. This affirmation says, repeat after me. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. Okay, universe. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I allow myself to feel this fully to be here. I have survived a lot, from child molestation to rape as a young woman, to rape as a child, to sexual exploitation as a young woman, to spiritual, physical, emotional abuse, all the abuse. And a big thing that made me and allowed me to survive all of that is because I got out of my body and I wasn't present to myself. That's a great affirmation for those of us who are survivors, because we get in the habit of leaving our body when things get traumatic. So that's a great reminder to stay in your body and to feel all of the feelings, because that's oftentimes the greatest way to healing and pushing through. Let's do another affirmation. Let's do another affirmation. This affirmation says, I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. Repeat after me. I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. I welcome all the ways the universe wants to bless me. Alrighty then, let's do two more. Yeah, we've got two more not two more readings, but two more placements to pull. Before I do that, Spirit wanted me to, I meant to do this at the beginning of the reading, but I didn't. So I want to say, number one, I am currently, at the time of me streaming this reading, it's October, and I currently gave myself a challenge, which was posting every day for Libra season. And I didn't do that. Last week, my birthday, there were 2 days I didn't post just because I was having fun and I just got caught in the moment, and I don't feel bad about that. The last 2 days, I did not post, and I want to explain why I did not. There is a subject in a video that I am in the middle of making that has taken all of my energy. It's going to be a part of a series, and it's a very important video that I want to put out. All of the videos that I put out are important to me, but this particular series, it's very important to me that I say the right things, that I say what I'm thinking, that I say what Spirit has channeled me into saying. It has everything to do with the mother wound and the way single mothers, specifically Black single mothers, can be abusive to their children. It's a serious subject. and I've been taking a lot of notes, and I feel passionately about this subject, and I'm coming with a lot of nuance. This video has taken this last 2 days. I have been focused on this video, which is the reason why I haven't posted. I do have a video that is already pre-programmed or slotted to come out tomorrow. So that's going to come out tomorrow. I will be finished with this video by tomorrow, so you're going to see this video on Tuesday. I want to take a moment to acknowledge that there was 2 days that I did not, and I'm saying this right now in the middle of this reading to say, there were 2 days that I did not post, and this is why. So because of that, I will make up for the 4 days in total I did not post during this challenge by just posting for the rest of October. And that's how I'm going to make up for that. But I wanted to acknowledge that I set myself a task. I did not complete that task. So I'm apologizing for those of you who were looking for me to meet that task. I'm explaining why, offering no excuses. And I'm also letting you know that this is what I'm going to do to make amends for the fact that I did not meet that task and that goal. It's important for me to be self-accountable and accountable for the things that I say to you, okay? I am a creator that creates everything from my heart. So everything that you see, everything that I produce is not a caricature, it's not fake. Everything from the frivolous things to the fun things to everything is a genuine expression of me. And the video that I wanted to make, it stopped everything. Because I literally could not create anything until I created this video, until I began to curate the things that I wanted to say. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for loving me, and thank you for supporting me. And thank you for holding a very understanding space when I drop the ball, because I'm going to drop the ball. I'm not a perfect individual or a perfect being. So thank you for that. All right. And Spirit moved me to say that during there. I meant to say it in the beginning of the video. I didn't. It is what it is. Now moving on. All right. Actually, let's get into the Oracle Poggz. We're going to get into the message from our Animal Guides deck, but I'm feeling Spirit telling me let's get into the Oracle Poggz. First and foremost, we have the Failure Poggz. Failure is an integral part of success. Repeat after me. Failure is an integral part of success. 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 Let me tell you something. No person on this planet who has made it, no person on this planet who is wildly successful gets there without fuck-ups. When you look at the history of Steve Jobs, it's not perfect. When you look at the history of Michael Jordan, it's not perfect. When you look at the history of Albert Einstein, it's not perfect. When you look at the history of anybody who's affected any part of any culture, it's not perfect. People who have arisen and gone to the greatest heights of themselves have experienced some very deep failures. Failure is an integral part of success. You will fail. You will fuck up. You will mess it up. Here's the thing. If you learned from that mistake, if you learned from that failure, then that is a blessing. If that failure prompted you to do something different, that's a blessing. If that failure grew you in a way you weren't even thinking about growing, that's a blessing. Failure is a part of success. When we think about science, when we think about any of the arts that require study and the advancement of study in order to advance that subject or that art, failure is a huge part of that if you look deep enough. Do not be ashamed of your failures. Stop being 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 ashamed of your failures. It is what it is. 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 Stop being ashamed of your failures. Failure is a part of life. Did you learn something? Are you able to assess what mistakes happen? Were you able to look at that and dissect it, figure out what went wrong so you can do something better next time? Failure is a part of success. Quit tripping on yourself. Learn your lessons and move on. The brain's Poggz. What the fuck are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding your brain? What are you feeding your brain? Look, I make money off of social media, and anybody I follow on social media needs to feed me in some way, shape, or form. Also, the brain's Poggz remind us that you know a lot, but you don't know everything. You know a lot, 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 you don't know everything. The best teachers know this. And the best teachers are constant students. The best teachers are always learning. The best teachers are always learning. The best teachers listen more than they speak. So if you have a good teacher who says a lot of good shit to you, oftentimes, if we're spending a lot of time saying a lot of good shit to you, we're spending, at the very least, equal amount of time shutting the fuck up and learning, or more amount of time shutting the fuck up and learning. You don't know everything. There's always something to learn. So feed your brain. And also beware of what are you feeding your brain. What are you feeding your brain? You're feeding your brain good things or bad things. Good things or bad things. We have affirmation. Moving on. Cash App LadySpeech. Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa. PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Moving on. New quote. New affirmation. This is a quote from Meister Eckhart. I apologize if I am fucking up that first name. Or the last name. Meister Eckhart. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. Repeat after me. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. If the only prayer you said was thank you, that would be enough. Never forget that the statement thank you is a prayer. It is an epitaph. It is a eulogy. It is a welcome home letter. It is everything. Say thank you often and regularly. The next affirmation is I choose to honor my highest intentions. Repeat after me. I choose to honor my highest intentions. 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 Let's move on to the last cards of the reading, baby. We have the polar bear message from the Animal Guides deck. The polar bear says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. Speak your truth. Say what needs to be said. Do what needs to be done. Speak your truth. Have compassion. Have compassion. Speak it. This card comes in a reading when you're going to need to speak your truth and the outcome is not going to be the greatest and you still need to speak your truth anyway. Truth is like medicine. All medicine is good for you. All truth is good for you. Not all medicine tastes good. Not all truth tastes good. Compassion, respect. That's all you need. Speak your truth. Stand up for the people who need to be stood up for and stand up for your fucking self. Speak your truth. Don't be attached to the outcome, which means the outcome is going to displease some people and you're going to need to speak your truth anyway. Melted Snow Girl said, and don't bother with a spoonful of sugar. A fucking man. A fucking man, Sib. A fucking man. Come on, sibling, with that. Come on. All right, the last card is Manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. We are where we are. We're doing what we're doing. This is what it is. Stop fighting or trying to change where you are. We're where we need to be. We are where we need to be. Good Lord, that's my speech impediment. Let me slow down. We are where we need to be. We are where we need to be. We are doing what we need to do. We are where we need to be. And we are doing what we need to do. So stop fighting to change what we got going on right now. We are where we need to be. Whew! Okay. Let me be transparent in that moment. I am neurodivergent and I also have a speech impediment. So that was catching up to me in this last couple of moments. And that's fine. I have no shame around that. I am also looking to name these moments in public a lot more. I've been doing these things like all my life, but I'm in a different place with my neurodivergency and my disabilities and things that I have going on. So I'm looking to, in these moments in my life, name the glitches. So y'all literally just saw the glitch. Y'all saw a lot of shit. And formerly, I would just move past that and like act like that didn't happen, but I want to name it and I want to correct the glitch. And when I do this, it helps me not glitch, and this is what I call it for what I do. It helps me not glitch more in the future. It helps me to control it and maintain it. But the more I don't name it, the more it just keeps coming out. So y'all saw that. Y'all saw my little glitches, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. Your favorite Auntie Captain Goddess speech is neurodivergent, and your favorite Auntie Captain Goddess speech is fine with every part of who they are. Okay. So, and I also have a speech impediment, which I've been covering I learned to mask many of those things and like stop myself. I learned to mask for years, and I'm just not interested in masking anymore. I'm just not interested in it. So when I have my glitches, I will be a lot more forthright about naming them. And also it just helps me not have as many of them. And it also helps me get through it. Like this whole moment helped me to get my mouth back together. And I'm not going to glitch as much for the rest of the night because I am moving through this. Okay? And this is for Representation Matters. So for those of you who deal with things like this, just know that it's okay when you just relax. It's okay when you just and I completely understand that this is not going to register for some people, and this might be an off-putting thing for some people, and that's okay. Because if motherfuckers can't handle me in my humanity, they don't deserve to handle me in my motivation. They don't deserve to have me when I'm being when I'm not having issues. They don't deserve to have me in my greatness, you know? So, and also me glitching is not me not being in my greatness. It's me being in my humanity. So that's what that is. And I'm just working better to be better for myself and better for other people. So y'all will see a lot. Y'all actually see quite a bit of stimming from me. But just because of my own conditioning and the way that I've learned to incorporate it and smooth it out a lot differently in my shit. But like I am looking to show you guys a lot more raw aspects of those things because it's important. And because Spirit told me to. So that's that. Well, that's your reading for today. Again, the Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. This was a great reading for me. I hope it was a great reading for you. I hope that everything that was brought forth today did something for you. Again, if you're watching this pre-recorded, you're right on time. If you're watching this live, you're right on time. If you're watching this after it was recorded, you're right on time. If you're watching this 4 or 5 weeks after it was posted, you're right on time. Whenever you're saying this, you're right on time. You're right on time. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for your support. I want to thank all the people who were live and engaging in my comments. You guys were so amazing. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the everything. I guarantee you guys, in the next couple of months, I'm going to figure out this membership thing. And I'm going to do some exclusive aspects to my channel so that, like, members can have exclusive things from me. But I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right now, and I got a lot going on. So thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this service. Please share this with whoever you want to. If you don't feel called to share it, and if this was just for you, share it just for you. But if you feel like someone would benefit from this, share it with them. I thank you so deeply. Thank y'all for being so beautiful and respectful in the comments. I occasionally get a hater, and when I get a hater, they are haters. They come from their soul. But y'all end up regulating a lot of these people for me. And yeah, you're just beautiful people. So thank you. Again, all of the decks will be listed in the description. And I just appreciate and love you. Now I'm off to give this mini reading to TikTok and go on with the rest of my life. So just in case nobody has told you today, you are amazing. You are beautiful, you are wonderful, and you are divine. Thank you for your support, and thank you for surviving everything you have survived. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.